rocks. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Confirmed. Right. And it looks like, yeah, we've got about 7 seconds of live, 8 seconds of live. It's trying to catch up right now. Yes, we are on the hashtag Vegas podcast. All right, Spinners and Sharks, so let's go ahead and get started. So thanks again to Two Fab Dudes for joining us today. Fellas, how we doing today?
Awesome.
Yeah,
Had a
we're
great
great.
day. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on, especially on such short notice. I just had something just kind of crop up, and I thought I'd go ahead and ask you guys. Let's go ahead and get rid of the parental advisory over here. I think everybody knows what they're in for on our streams here.
Or do they?
Right. All right. So that's what we'll go ahead and do. But yeah, we got Seeking coming through. We got the Bears in here too. Pennies for Vegas, and then we got Vegas tips and tricks too. Who else is coming through here? The Kino's already in the house too. We're getting ready for October. All right, Finesse Kid, good to see you. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and have some fun. So first things first, let me go ahead and introduce you guys to my co-hosts today. We have two fab dudes over here. So we have that is a weird way for that card to kind of render in over here. Let me see if I can fix that a little bit. There it is. All right, so we got Josh and Roger. Say what's up, fellas.
What's up?
All right, so why don't you guys go ahead and tell us a little something about yourselves, about your channel there. We got a link to you in the description box below. But yeah, tell us, what you guys do on your channel, why you guys love Vegas so much, and just kind of what y'all are about.
Awesome. So we started going to Vegas 11 years ago now. And just like totally random, people were like, oh, you should go. It's fun, it's cheap. I'm like, okay. And then after all this time, we're still going back. That is our number one spot.
There you go. That's what's up.
So our channel is basically, it started by just taking videos from like our trips in Vegas and whatever, and just wanted to put it somewhere. And now here we are with however many videos and all these subscribers and all these friends. It's awesome.
And even more coming through.
It started as vacation videos, and then it kind of grew into some how-tos and some just regular home vlogs, and now we got all kinds of weird stuff.
And now you guys are degenerates like us. That's the way to do it.
Complete degenerates.
I'm an out degenerate now, yes.
Outstanding. That's how it is. So am I. Right on. All right, guys. So the reason I brought everybody here today is because I got I got a pretty interesting instant message from a subscriber. Not gonna say who it was. You know who you are, but they wanted to ask anonymously. I'm thinking that they have some members of their family that don't quite know yet, and they're a little judgmental. So I wanted to preserve anonymity just for that sake there. But they had asked me because they've been watching it, but they were wondering if there was a specific good place to go that was specifically like gay friendly, or if I knew anything about meeting somebody special, watching TV, if you know what I mean, for gay couples or gay singles in Vegas. And I had to tell that person, you know what? Straight up, I have no idea. I don't have any experience in that arena. That's like literally the one thing about Vegas I don't know anything about. Like, I could tell you anything else. I speak Japanese, right?
Yeah.
For now, I'm going to
No
wait.
expensive reader can know all that. We get it.
Right. So, but I'm here to learn today just as much. So, we got that. So shout outs to that particular subscriber. You know who you are, and I got your back. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. So again, special thanks again to Josh and Raj for popping on here and doing this for me, because I was lost AF.
Absolutely.
I had no idea. So so starting off with our top topic over here, we're gonna talk about gay Vegas. For no other reason. So I got a picture of the Temptations pool party. That I did know about. I did know about that at Luxor, because that was like a Sunday thing. So if I was ever around there on a Sunday, that much I did know about, actually. So, but that's you didn't know about that?
No, I didn't know about that.
Bro, how do you not know?
Club.
Yeah, I'm not the big gay club goer
No.
person.
Hey, that's all right. Don't have to be. You don't have to be. All right, well, let's go ahead and bring this back up over here. So yeah, so I actually wrote out a couple questions here, got a couple questions. Jano came in. Oh, Jano, you're just in time over here. We're gonna learn some stuff, brother. We are gonna learn. So, I actually have a couple questions that I wrote out. 6 of them are actually relevant to the Lbgtq community, and one of them is just one that I wanted personally. Josh, you know the one. So we'll ask that at the very end. So, yep. So first things first, how gay-friendly is Vegas actually? Like, I've never really thought about it. I know that there are some places in the world that aren't exactly what you'd call gay-friendly, so to speak, or I guess LGBTQ-friendly in general, but we'll just go ahead and say gay-friendly for the purposes of that takes less time to say. If that's all right.
I would say, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I would say Vegas is probably one of the most gay-friendly places we've ever been to.
Yeah, totally agree.
It's a city of things you never thought you would see in your life. So seeing 2 guys or 2 girls holding hands is nothing there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's real gay.
It is real
Like,
gay.
if you really look around, it's real gay. There's a lot of just, like, people are people, and gay people, straight people, whatever you are, people just, like, do their thing, and no one cares because it's Vegas.
And we'll show you just how gay you can get in a few weeks in Vegas.
All right, Rocktober, boys. That's how we do. Good deal.
Let me take a drink for that.
Yeah, take a drink for that. Indeed, that's the Rogers sex pun drinking game over here. Anytime he says something, that might be a double entendre. You have to have a drink. We're gonna make it through the Cuervo before the end of the night, though. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Indeed.
But yeah, like, I've never felt unsafe. Like, just being, because, like, me walking around, there's no denying how gay I am. You can't do that.
Right? Actually, you say that, but I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's one of those things. Like I was watching a religious person's video. I won't say exactly what religion, but they were like, oh yeah, the fashion industry is trying to feminize men so that you can't tell a heterosexual from a homosexual. And I'm like, actually, the funny thing about homosexuals is they have this natural defense mechanism called skin. It allows them to blend in with the normal populace, so you can't tell just by looking at them. Little things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, let me know if you guys don't have that stuff.
Yeah, there's never been a point where we were walking down the street, even when we were in drag for a Halloween costume contest, we felt perfectly safe. Good.
That's how it should be. Yeah, I mean, I've never actually thought about it. It's never really just kind of come up personally as a heterosexual black male. It's never something that's ever really come up. I don't think I've ever really noticed, or everyone's just kind of doing their thing. I'm doing my thing, so I haven't really cared. Not that, obviously it's not a problem, but, it's just never really come up here, so this is actually pretty eye-opening for me, too, and I'm really glad to hear it. Vegas is a safe place in general, so that's good.
That's what we're here for, to open eyes.
I appreciate you. All right, next question here. So, I'm not sure if you guys have ever been solo, really, but, just individually, have you guys had a better experience going to Vegas solo or married? Because I know you guys have been married for, 4 years now?
25 years, yeah.
It's 5.
5 years.
5 years. We're together.
11.
It's going to be 11 years.
11 years. Okay, good deal. Congratulations to you both, by the way.
Show's over, deal, all it changed.
Right.
Yeah, we've never been there solo.
No, you've never been there solo.
You've been there solo. I've never been there
All right,
solo.
so this is a Josh question.
We've been there, and we've both done things separately from each other. But, yeah, I've never been on a solo trip.
Single.
All right.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Oh, shots fired.
Not as I'm taking my ring off.
Oh, man. All right, someone's in trouble. I don't know.
I'm not worried.
All right.
So when I was single and went there, my first trip ever, I was with a girlfriend, so there wasn't really much happening. No, she was a real girl.
Right.
But like back then, I went to clubs. We went to this club called Crave. And like I thought I would, you know, dance and meet somebody. And like went to the black and white party for the AFAN organization in Vegas, and thought I would meet someone there by, you know, my sick dance moves, but that didn't happen. So
oh man, so
I don't know. I don't know like how great the single scene is, you know, for the gays in Vegas, but back then it was a little. That's okay.
Which is crazy because you have amazing dance moves. You do.
Why?
You do. Why? Why?
We'll have to see it Rocktober. I'm holding you guys to that dance off for sure.
I mean, it's been a long time. These fuckers still be good, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens. All right, right on.
How much we do.
Well, what about the married experience? How do you guys feel going there as a married couple now? Well, I've obviously been there's a couple many times, but just as a married couple, has it changed?
I don't think I would want to go if you weren't there now. Because, like, everything we do, it kind of feels, for us at least, more fun as a couple.
Yeah. Like, we each enjoy, like, different things, but we do, like, everything together, so it would be weird to, like, do something on my own rather than...
But yeah, but not to say, like, you go to concerts, and I don't like concerts, but you like concerts, so when we do go, he'll go see, you know, concerts and things,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just hang out in the casino and, you know, gamble or eat something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually a couple hours. But otherwise, we do pretty much everything together there.
All right, that's the tag team championship right there. I dig that. That's what I like to hear.
We're good at that tag team.
All right, all day, man.
See, it's not just me.
Oh shoot! Okay, that means we got to take a drink. Come on, no, you did it too, Josh. Come on, let's go. Raise your beer.
Damn.
Raise your beer.
Yeah, just a beer. He's already ready to do shots. Grabbing a shot glass already.
I'll save the shots for super chats. And now that I said that out loud, I know who's gonna do it. Tim's gonna pop out of nowhere and just drop one. All right, but we got the Cuervo for super chats if it comes up, so whatever. All good stuff.
Nice.
Right. I won't go too crazy. It's not going to turn into a Vegas Bebe stream where I ruined her last stream. Because I totally ruined that.
Was that the one where you lost your shirt?
Yeah, that was that one. It was that one. That was mine. That was me that time.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think I was getting ready to go to bed right when that happened.
You're like, oh, this got interesting.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I can stay 3 more minutes.
3 more minutes.
I think I went to the kitchen. I told you I would do it.
Right. All day. All right. Well, how about this next question? So this was also partially from our subscriber, and Wonder Woman helped me rewrite this one a little bit too. Is there a specific hotel or hotel chain that you find to be a bit more comfortable, a bit more gay friendly, so to speak? Is there like a specific favorite hotel that you guys really have that makes you feel the most comfortable?
Good question.
It's kind of a loaded question, I guess.
I don't think there's ever really been. Yeah, I don't think there's ever really been one that's been like more or less gay friendly, but we always feel very, very welcome at like Flamingo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Caesar's properties, because Caesar's had like LGBT pride supporting like campaign going on, I think, around Pride time, whether it was this year or like previous years. And they also had, I forget the name of it, but at Bally's they had a very short-lived gay or gay-friendly nightclub somewhere there.
Okay.
Never made it there, but it closed.
Oh shoot! Dang it!
I would say like Caesar's properties.
Yeah, Caesar's property. From our experience,
Caesar's for sure.
However, Cosmo is like very like
glitz and glamour,
fancy.
Hey,
got that style. No, for sure. All right, quick timeout, guys. It looks like JR broke the taboo over here, so now I got to take a shot. It is optional for guests to take a shot, but if you guys would like to take a shot with me, you are welcome to.
That time,
I will do a shot of Malibu.
All right.
Let's do a shot.
We're doing a shot. I'm doing a shot of Cuervo.
Flamingo.
Yeah, we got our Flamingo shot glasses here ready.
Nice. I've always got my Avatar: The Last Airbender shot glasses too. Not sure if either of you guys are a fan.
I want a lot.
All right.
Oh, that was too much. Oh well.
It's a school night.
It is a school night, indeed. All right, so cheers. Thank you again, JR, for the
Cheers.
for the super chat. Cheers.
Oh, God.
Right on the super chat.
Thank God for lime.
That was good.
I hate liquor. Oh, God.
Yeah, I hate liquor too.
Liquor, I don't even know.
Good deal, and thank you guys for for being champs and taking that with me there. So I appreciate you. All right, good deal. So Caesar's is good, Cosmo's good, and I remember that. So I did, like I said, the one gay thing, quote unquote, I know about Vegas. Not that it's particularly, but you know what I mean. The one thing I do know about Vegas is that Luxor did have the Temptation Pool Party. I know they were rocking that for 10 years. I'm not sure if they're doing it now anymore. So MGM had that kind of thing there. So does MGM kind of work for you guys too, or not so much? I say you guys like you aliens or something like that. It sounds like a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you?
I know, right? Damn it, Ace.
Temptation was going on. I'm sure it just didn't happen this year because of everything going on.
Right.
I'm sure it'll be back next year, I hope. It's definitely been something I at least thought about doing before, but the timing just never worked out. But it looks like it would be fun.
I don't know even what it is. Is it naked men's?
Well, no, they're in bathing suits.
Oh,
They
yeah.
can't be naked.
So it's not like what is it, Barrett Mirage? Is Barrett Mirage or is it Mandalay? I can never remember. I've been to both, but that's the top. That's the it might be Mandalay because that's the European bathing pool. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think they both might actually have one.
I know they both
We
do.
went we went to Wynn to go to the adult area where it could be topless. No one was topless. We were the only topless
for us.
ones there.
Yeah,
Not for
I've
movies.
I don't want to see it, but
I've seen a couple girls. I think they were all German though. I'm not sure why, but it was a German bachelorette party.
Oh, Shiza.
Yeah, so that's a story for another day. That's an off-camera story. I'll tell you guys, but
I look forward to that.
all right, I'll tell you guys that one offline. All right, cool. But all right, so how about this one? Next question on the list. This is also one that Wonder Woman had to rewrite for me for clarity because the first one I wrote didn't make any sense at all. Is there a particular favorite hangout spot that caters to the Lbgtq community?
There's one bar. It's like a country gay bar.
yeah, Charlie's.
Charlie's.
All right, you're gonna have to break this down for me.
It's it's not exactly on the strip, but it's down a little alley, right? Down a little alley or something.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes from the strip. I forget the street name, but it's relatively close.
All right, is it kind of just slightly off? Is it what do you call it? What's that place? What's that dive bar we always go to? Give me a second. I know the name. Sin, you know the name. The dive bar that we went to when we went to Hog and 2 Cents group pool. Stage Door. That's what it is.
Yes.
Mm.
It's 2 times less divey than Stage Door.
Okay. Oh, all right.
The inside's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Not that dives are not cool and Stage Door isn't cool.
Oh, I love Stage Door. Oh, we're going for October, bro. You're coming with us.
Absolutely. Totally.
Yeah.
I saw Cinnamon asked about if we went to Piranha before. No. Definitely want to go there because that's the big drag show bar. That's where a lot of people that I know of but don't know go to. So that's a cool place that is an ultra lounge.
Mm-hmm.
And, they have shows and dancing there. So that's a very popular place.
If you like gays on parade, you go to Piranha.
Fair
And
enough.
if you have little money to spend, I think.
Yeah.
You might have to... Now, Roger, I'm sorry. I'm not from Gays on Parade. You're gonna have to explain that one to me.
Drag queens.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I do not know what that means. All right. Hey, I'm down. Let's go. We will go all day.
We can go to all the gay bars.
Yeah,
All right.
It's like two different kind of things. Like Piranha's like cocktails and like fancy stuff.
Mhm.
And then Charlie's, they have like, I think 1 or 2 hours where it's like a beer bust, where it's like $10 all you can drink beers. So
All right.
it's like one kind of thing, and then you have the other.
All right. I'm down with that.
It's fun.
All right, good deal. Good deal. So that being said, all right, so Charlie's is the spot. Piranha's is all right, but Charlie's, if that's the hangout spot for sure, confirmed.
Yeah, if you just want to chill.
Confirmed from like very few visits.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
it's a favorite.
Yeah.
fair enough. Well, you know what? For all intents and purposes, you fellas are the experts, and we appreciate you guys coming through for us. So, all right, how about this? Next one. So, Josh, I think you're probably going to be the only one that has any experience on this, and you kind of touched on this a little bit there in one of the earlier questions, but how is dating as a tourist? And when I say dating, I mean watching TV, if you know what I mean.
Dating.
Oh, Netflix and chill. How is the Netflix and chill?
How are the TV channels? Do you have to adjust the antenna too much, or are you? I don't know. I'm not sure if Wonder Woman can hear me over here. She's an avid TV watcher.
I unfortunately or fortunately I cannot give you any experience on watching the Netflix and chilling because there was no Netflix and chilling in my solo trip.
So you had some. Was it just bad luck? Do you think, or do you think it's, or I don't know, like compared to like let's say your hometown, like hometown single times where you're sitting there on the hunt.
I think hometown is like a totally different level of like easy. Like, you know, if you want something, you can find something.
Right.
If you're in Vegas, you have to like find the right crowd and be in the right place.
Right.
The only thing I found was someone that gave me their number while I was in drag to go to one of the drag shows. So
okay,
that was a definite no. That was a no.
That was a no.
Not interested in that. No.
Yeah. He wanted chicks with dicks.
I mean, if that's what we're calling it.
And that is not.
Oh my gosh. Oh shoot. Wonder Woman is watching. Wonder Woman is watching right now.
Oh boy.
I got a text her in the chat. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
So my mom is watching and my spouse is watching, so I'm in lots of trouble when I get off of stream.
That's amazing.
I'll be sure to try harder.
Outstanding. We're doing great. Actually, we haven't had too much of the Roger drinking game yet, so
That's disappointing.
I'm surprised.
It's trying to be somewhat chill because we're on somebody else's.
Dude, you know the rules. As long as you're not talking about politics or religion, you are free to say whatever you want. Just as long as it's not anything like racist or sexist or homophobic, you know, that sort of thing.
You just opened up a can of worms.
And you know what? Again, I got a full bottle of this over here and 5 more of these in the fridge. Game on.
You might have needed a palate.
Right. Challenge accepted, sir.
And Cinnamon had a good point. She talked about Grindr. Back in the day, 11 years ago when I was solo, they did not have these apps like they do now.
Gotcha.
Like that was not a thing. Like,
and that's cheapened the experience in most places, anyways.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you because
totally changed the game.
Yeah, because I've never really been single in Vegas when with apps or anything like that, and I'm not really an online dating sort of guy. See, I've had generally really good luck meeting TV watching partners in Vegas by myself. No worries. And I'd say it was a lot easier than meeting someone special out here in Denver, honestly. So I find it fascinating that you had the exact opposite sort of experience there. So that's definitely something to do.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, but it could have been because of a number of different things. Like, it was my first time there, so it's like,
right.
Do I look like a complete tourist? Possibly.
Right.
Maybe not.
Yeah, we've been there so many times. We're to the point where we almost just look like locals.
Right.
That's the way we operate there. So.
So there's that. Sin says 11 years ago there was Craigslist.
A
Craigslist.
website for hookers and stuff.
Oh, shoot.
What?
Dang it, Roger. All right.
Oh, by the way, I have a website that I started.
Oh man. And the link to the OnlyFans account for Two Fab Dudes is linked in the description box below.
Oh man.
All right.
Nobody's getting an OnlyFans from us. Just in case anybody was wondering. No.
All right.
No one wants to see all this flopping around.
There's a market for everything, sir.
I guess.
There. All right. Well,
I don't want to see this.
Well, moving on. Let's go ahead and how about this? Now, I know you guys already you talked about this a little bit in the previous question too, but follow-up question. So, do you think Vegas is a good travel destination for the Lbgtq community? That's also another one-on-one fixed question because I think anything with Lbgtq in it was something that she fixed. It's hard to say sometimes. I'm really. It's a tongue twister.
I would say yes because we've never experienced any type of hate there at all ever.
No discrimination. Good.
Yeah, I would say 100%.
Yeah, I would say it's safer than a lot of other touristy type destinations.
And other than safe, like it's perfect for like whatever you want to do, they have it. Like you want to see a magic show, you want to see movies, you want to see people doing acrobats in water, you want to eat everything, you want to gamble, you want to smoke weed, like have at it. So it's like everything in one. Same reason that anyone wants to go to Vegas.
Adult playground all day.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, good. So Sandbox of Vegas, no matter what you like, black, white, gay, straight, religious, not religious, anything in between, whatever you like. I guess even Democratic, Republican, but again, we don't talk about politics here. Y'all know that. Whatever you like.
Yeah, there's something for literally everybody there.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, it's nice. Pennies has a question. Ace, would you consider doing the pink walls? I don't know what that means. Like painting the walls pink over here. You know what? I'm perfectly secure.
I don't think so.
The pink wall.
You know what?
Unless that's some kind of thing that we don't know about.
If we're just talking about painting the walls, you know what? I am perfectly secure in my masculinity. It's whatever. I'm cool on that. It seems like something
Me too.
Seems like something my daughter would be cool with too. So we could do that. That's fine. She'll paint the studio.
You can turn into finger painting for her.
Exactly right. Yeah, she's. We have a lovely composed picture from the missus actually of her. That's right above my editing desk over here. I turn around the whole laptop to show you guys and all that, but it's a whole setup, so it's a whole thing.
It'd be a whole process.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, but I promise you, it is like the best picture ever. I'm a little biased, but I'm right. All right.
Another one.
Oh shoot! I'll go ahead and crack another one too in a minute. Let me ask this last question, and we'll move on to the next segment.
Yes.
All right. So that said, now this is more for me, because I'm a Burlesque fan. And Josh, I know you know. Don't play me and tell me you don't know, bro.
I know.
Right? Oh yeah, my mom was just chimed in too, showing them my dressing room guest room. Yeah, hers is like a super hot salmon pink sort of thing there. And she is all about the pink over there. And when we were fixing it, long story short, we were actually going to go ahead and take over the house when my mom moved off to take a new job, but that didn't work out. So she's still here in Colorado with us, which we're very thankful for. And so that was our room for that little while we were trying to do the transition and all that. And it is pink AF. And you know what? I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. It's it's what she wanted. It's all cool. But anyway though. So again, Josh, I know you know this because you're the show guy. You're the Broadway guy. I think even on your last stream, Roger said that you were, quote, the Broadway gay. I apologize if I said something offensive, but that's what Roger said.
You can't offend me, don't worry.
Oh yeah, I'm worried about Josh over here, bro. So Josh, I'm sorry.
You can't offend him either.
I'm so glad you guys have a good sense of humor, because I think anyone else would have just like kicked my ass virtually through the webcam at this point. But more for me, because I'm a huge burlesque fan. What's the best burlesque show in Vegas? Because I like fantasy right now. I like zombie burlesque and all that. But what's the best burlesque show in Vegas?
Honestly, I can't tell you what the best one would be. Zombie burlesque sounds great. I know
It was pretty cool.
People who have gone through there, and I think that's a great idea. I know. Have you heard of Melody Sweets?
I have not.
She was in the show in front of Caesars. What is it called?
The show in front of Caesars?
Yes. The show in the tent.
Oh,
Absent.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
like
yeah,
one of the
okay.
stars of Absent. I heard she is working on her own burlesque show. I guess she's like a singer and like does burlesque acts and things. So I feel like once she can open her show, that might actually be the best show. Another thing that might be interesting to you. I saw Thunder from Down Under.
That's not a burlesque show.
Not burlesque.
They don't have any talents. They're
That's just a meat flapping show.
yeah. Their talent is that they're pretty. That's not a talent.
Their talent is they put their sock in their underwear.
Oh, shots fired.
And you know? Anyway.
Roger had to check.
Vigorous dating past.
Anyway. So, anyways, drink. So there's a Burlesque Hall of Fame. That's probably
The Sassy Lassie, right?
I don't know.
I think that's the one, because that's the only one I know of. But I know it's a thing.
Yeah, definitely check out the Burlesque Hall of Fame. They probably have, a lot of good resources of the best places to go. Other than that, I know of X Burlesque.
God Flamingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cinnamon likes that one
He's
too.
popular, so.
Sorry, I was just reading one of Kino's comments
Oh.
about the White Castle.
Oh, eating contest confirmed.
Oh, man. Oh, Rocktober.
That's gonna be a great time.
It's gonna be Shittober after all that White Castle.
Oh,
Prepare
damn.
your rivers.
Prepare your anus.
Oh, and on that bombshell, I need to go get another beer because I finished mine. If you guys want to catch up on the live chat, I'm going to go ahead and let you steer the ship for a minute. Then we'll move on to the next topic there.
All right, well, we're gonna do a commercial break,
Uh-oh.
everybody.
What are you commercialing?
What are we commercialing?
Commercialing the chat.
We're gonna commercial the chat. Okay.
What is going on, chatters? I see you chatting and can't look at two things at the same time. It's crazy.
Everybody, he's back. Stop talking.
Oh, man.
Oh, I just realized how long the delay is. Okay.
Oh, yeah, the delay is like crazy. So don't even, pay attention to the two things.
Okay, I missed the entire commercial apparently.
We were just being dumb.
You're just being gay.
Fair enough. No hate.
X Burlesque is at the Flamingo.
Oh, okay. Expert
Dirty Bird, for those who know what that means.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
yes.
One side, you go into the X Burlesque theater, and then the other side of the area, the other side of the bar, you enter the Fifth Magic Dragon Theater, even though it's the same theater all around.
Right.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen Piff, he is hilarious.
I'm gonna have to check him out then, because I know Big Elvis is doing his show again, so I'll have to see if I can catch up.
Yeah, he's a British magician comedian. He is hilarious. He was on America's Got Talent.
So he's the best part of Matt Bridger, basically.
Yeah.
Very dry humor, which is totally him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's my style.
Sarcastic and
Oh, that's my style too, all day. Mom, go ahead and tell him. Actually, Wonder Woman, go ahead and tell him. Actually, both of y'all can tell him. Y'all both know. Y'all know what I'm about. All right, well, moving on to the next subject here. Unless you guys have any final thoughts that you want to do before we jump into the next one.
Final thoughts. Gay is good.
I guess so, yes.
Mhm.
Yay for gay.
You know what? Cheers to that. You know what?
Cheers
All
to
good
that.
stuff. I figure, live your life as long as you ain't hurting anybody.
Right.
Yeah. I got plenty of places to hide the bodies. We're fine.
Indeed. Indeed. Yeah. As long as you got consent, and for anyone that's on the fence about this in the audience, for what it's worth, as a straight heterosexual black man, I'll say, you know what? As long as everyone's a consenting adult, I really don't care what you do. Obviously, no, if you're involving kids, that's a whole other can of worms over there. I'll beat your ass for that. But you know what? If you were like 2 to 16 consenting adults and doing your own thing and no one's getting hurt about it, I don't care what you do. That's none of my damn business. Do your thing. Be happy.
I want to spend a week in 16.
That's all.
That's a big range right there.
That is also an offline conversation, gentlemen.
We're going to Denver next year.
Black Hawk trip report 2021 confirmed. And on that bombshell, moving on to the next topic here. So here's an interesting topic. So I'm not sure if you guys are... now, I know you guys aren't like super old school Vegas vets or anything like that. I know you guys are Vegas vets. So you guys know about the Sahara.
Yes.
So you know about the Sahara and how it was the Sands for a while. Then it got bought back by someone else. I think somewhere off in... I can't remember where the guy is from, but...
Yeah, the SLS.
Yep, SLS, and then it got turned back into the Sahara again pretty recently.
Mm-hmm.
So check out this headline. I got it from casino.org. Reno Gazette Journal also has one. I have a link to it in the description box below. But here's the headline over here. Sahara accused of violating you-know-what virus social distancing guidelines after reopening. So it looks like the Sahara is potentially facing some fines from the NGCB. That's the Nevada Gaming Control Board. Because they filed a nearly 20-page complaint this week about the Sahara not upholding social distancing guidelines. So here's what happened. So as you guys know, Old Man Sisolak, Spicy Steve, as Keno Kid would call him. That is what Keno Kid sounds like. You guys know Keno. Y'all know Keno.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's my straight husband.
All right, that's right. That's what Keno calls him. I call him Old Man Steve because I figure any older guy in a leadership position, he's always Old Man, whatever his first name is. That's just how it is. So
I get that.
that's just how it is. Eventually I will be Old Man Ace. And that's just how it is. And I look forward to that day. So here's what happened. So they reopened per usual. And just like everybody else did on the Strip, June 4th. Well, almost everybody else, obviously. You get Planet Hollywood. That's just reopening. Mirage didn't reopen the same weekend and all that. But, like, half of the Strip reopened on the 4th. And we got to see some of that. TVP went down. Cinnamon Girl went down. So a lot of our homies went down, too. We went to go check it out July 4th weekend, obviously, too, here at Ace of Vegas. So that was pretty dope. But what had happened was, quote, according to the article, a GCB agent, meaning Gaming Control Board agent, went to the casino on June 16th. While there, they saw 4 people gathered at one side of a craps table, but only 3 were playing. They also saw someone standing at a blackjack table between 2 people playing. Both were deemed violations. When an assistant manager was notified, casino staff corrected the situation, which is... I find interesting too, but ultimately they ended up getting fined for it. I think it was roughly $75,000. They might face up to $100,000 for each violation reported, but that's kind of another thing too. So that was one part of it. There's another part too, but just to kind of start this off, how do you guys feel about the Sahara getting fined like that? What do you think that? Do you think that bodes well for Vegas right now, especially with all the other things? Let's not even get into it right now. Y'all know what's going on the Strip on the Strip with the scooters and the other things, but
Right.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner. Vegas is a city of people not following the rules most of the time, as it is. And it may not be a rule or a law per se, but it is a mandate, and the mandate can still get you into trouble. Just follow it.
Right. No, straight up on that one there.
It's not gonna kill you to wear a mask and stay 6 feet away from somebody.
Generally it won't. I mean, even me personally, everyone's always on about the asthma. I have asthma, and I still wear a mask like 10 hours out of the day because I go to work. I work in medical. You have to wear a mask. fact of the matter. I still wear it. I go into clinics. I go into the corporate office and all that. I wear a mask. You know, when I'm driving, I don't. It's not that big a deal, but I wear a mask. Wear a mask.
Yeah, same thing. I work in the hotel industry, and it's masks all day, every day, no matter what.
So if
But
nothing
at the
else,
same time, you know, like with whatever they're fined, is it even that big of a number that it even matters to them?
that's a good
Like,
question.
is it just like change to them?
Yeah, because what is $200,000 like for both of those fines there? What is $200,000 to a place like Sahara? Like, what's it cost to run a property like that? Like, well, Roger, you're in the hotel industry. Not exact figures, and you don't have to mention your hotel, but ballpark. What do you think it costs to run your place of work?
On a daily basis, well, okay, let's do it for the month. So basic utilities, water, electric, gas, just those three things is about $95,000 a month.
Just by
for those three
itself.
things, just by itself. And I'm in a smaller building too, so it's
Right.
nothing like the big casinos out there.
Yeah.
If you take into consideration, employee wages and taxes, because up here the hotels do their taxes
Right.
quarterly. Fees for the for the unions, for specific corporation, fees for management companies. Monthly, we're paying over $500,000 just in bills.
Just in bills.
Just in bills. That's not for any repairs or any other expenses that we may have. When it comes to my particular brand, if we violate something like that, it is $100,000 fine, regardless of the situation.
Right.
If it's a misunderstanding or not, we get fined. In a large hotel in Vegas like that, I don't think that's enough.
Right, because if you break it down, because I was watching, who was it? It was Piers Morgan, I think. You know, that tosser right there. That's what the Brits call him, a tosser. And it was a documentary it was probably about 8-9 years ago, where he was discussing what it costs to run something with the owner of Planet Hollywood. And he said that it was something roughly like, oh, TVP made it to the chat. Good to see you, bro. But anyway, though, he was saying that it costs roughly like $1 million a day. Like a day to run a Vegas casino. So you're looking at expenses of something like if you factor in, let's say, inflation and all that, let's go ahead and just call it an even $40 million a month to run one of those places. So you break that down, that comes down to about, what's that, 1.333 repeating. Let's call it about $1.3 million a day.
Yeah.
And if you break down that $100,000, let's say, let's go ahead and say maximum penalty, $200,000. Let's say that. And you break that down by 30 days? Like, how much is that per day? No, and it's not even 30 days because, let's be honest, they've been open since June 4th. So right. you could break it down like that too. That's like $6,000 a day. Do you think anyone in the casino industry is going to miss $6,000?
100% no. I mean, think about what some of these people are paying just to sit at a slot machine, let alone the table gambling. There's little old ladies that are paying $100 to spin on a Wheel of Fortune.
Right.
For 6, 7, 8, 12 hours a day. So they're not hurting for.
Oh no, not for $6,000. So they really need to get it.
Honestly, a lot of hotels, regardless of how it seems, they're still running on almost skeleton crews. So they're saving on labor alone.
Oh yeah, and labor is so expensive. I mean,
right.
Even for what I do, for what I get paid, and I think my company gets me at a pretty good deal, frankly, for what I do. For everything that I do, I think they get a pretty good deal for it. And if they run into overtime, I can get pretty pricey pretty quickly, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Like I remember for a while we were doing a lot of overtime because there was a really big project that had to be done, so we were rocking the overtime. We were sitting there working about some days 15 hours a day, frankly. Like we'd we'd go to work, we go home, we'd kiss our wives and our girlfriends and all that, kiss our kids on the head or whatever, right back to the laptop. And it was just how it was at the time. And I mean, those were some really nice looking checks and all that, but we got expensive.
Sure.
We got expensive. So I can only imagine the casino industry, how challenging that must be when you have like one member of staff for basically every 2 guests. Because I mean, Roger, you know, they run like 3,000 or 4,000 members of staff in some of those hotels over there. It's like 1 member of staff per room, which is pretty crazy.
At this point right now at mine, we're running one employee for every 6 or 7 guests.
Right, and that's really low comparatively speaking. I think in any other industry like medical, you get 1 nurse for every like 25 patients or so, maybe 30 or something like that. And yeah, I mean, it sounds like a lot. Every 6 or 7 guests, you got 1 guy that's taking care of 6 or 7 people, but that's, you know, comparatively speaking, that's really low. That's not a lot of guys taking care of that many people proportionately. So
Right. Nice.
yeah, so it's something else. So you figure with what they're saving on labor, it's probably not that huge a deal. Let me talk about the lunch though over here. So apparently there was a luncheon mishap over here where they violated state guidelines. So let's talk about this a little bit. So on July 23rd, there were 135 people in the Sahara Congo room for a lunch held by an undisclosed Las Vegas group. And as you guys know, Old Man Sisolak said gatherings of 50 people or below. So that means that Aunt Susan, Aunt I'm trying to think of any other generic aunt names there. It starts with an Aunt Linda. Yeah, they can have the family barbecues and all that, but you can't have 135 people except for this week. Now you can have 250 because reasons, but like
reasons of money.
Reasons of money. It's always money. It always comes down to cash. So 135 people got crammed into a room. How do you guys feel about that compared to? Well, you guys have seen the vlogs, right? You saw what it looked like when I went down there to film for the 4th of July weekend. You saw what it looked like when everybody went down for the reopening weekend. You saw what it looked like when it was kind of chill during the week when Hog and 2 Cent went down. You saw Vegas Best Idea. Like, y'all know what it looks like down over there. And I kind of feel like the difference isn't that massive personally. I'm looking at like how much space constitutes a not 50-person gathering. Like what does that mean? What does a gathering like that mean? And is like how much space constitutes not having that as a gathering, but just like kind of people in that area?
Right.
Yeah,
and that's so hard to differentiate because in public you have way more than that than like if you planned it ahead of time.
Right.
So it's kind of bullcrap to. I don't know. It's hard to like even say that that's the number that makes sense, or it's also hard to say that it needs to be enforced because if you go on the street, you're gonna have probably triple that.
Right.
Yeah.
There's nothing they're doing about it in public view. It's only when it happens behind closed doors.
Right.
So whether there's 50 people here on a sidewalk or 50 people here in a gathering room, a meeting room, the only difference is you're outside or inside.
Right.
But they're only enforcing one or the other. They're not enforcing both.
Right. Yeah, because what's really the difference between I know being outside is open air. I'm aware of that. And open air obviously flows differently from closed air. Like me personally, I mean, as much as I love AC, I kind of don't like it because it feels, it's recycled air. Yeah. It's probably like a paranoid weird thing that I can feel it, and I know you can't actually feel it. That's scientifically absurd. Scientifically, it's absurd, but you get that kind of feeling because it's there, and I like recycled air. I like fresh water. I like fresh air. It's good stuff, right? Even on a hot day, I prefer fresh water and fresh air. Just keep it cool, hang out at the pool. That's my style. Y'all know that's my style. But what's the real difference if you're packed in 100 square feet of park space with 100 people compared to 100 square feet of meeting space? What's the actual difference there, like in real terms? I'm sure scientifically we can break that down a little differently, but in practical terms, what kind of difference does that make?
I feel like in this whole thing it wouldn't be as big of a deal if these casinos were actually doing their part in filtering the air. We know they said that we've improved our air circulation, this and that,
Right.
But adding things like the HEPA filter, adding extra filtration to their systems would eliminate the need for all this, limited people in a space. We wouldn't have to worry about it as much. Granted, we would still need masks and we would still need a little bit distancing, but we could up our numbers to having, 10 or 50 person limit to whatever we need it to be.
Right.
So I don't know what the answer is. I mean, I'm not a governor. I'm not a scientist. I'm an accountant who lost his accounting job. So.
Right.
It's hard to say what's right and like what makes the most sense because like
and every area is different too. Up here, there's not a lot going on up here in Ohio, where people are being forced into distancing and all that. But in Vegas, it's always going to be a cluster in Vegas. That's just what Vegas is.
Right. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of Vegas is you like people unless you don't, which is it's a weird kind of juxtaposition. Either you go in the low season because you don't have to deal with people, or you go in the high season because you just love the energy. It's a weird thing.
Right. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a freak. I hate people, but I love it when it's busy there.
Right. I know what you mean. Like I kind of like the chill when no one else is there, and I can go ahead and just roll in and be like, hey, you know what? Yeah. What's $20 get me? And they say, hey, you know what? There's a throne over there. You can sit on that throne, and we'll bring you beer constantly. And I'm like, what, for $20? But I also, I'm also like really extroverted too, so it's like it's a weird kind of balance there.
Yeah. But here's something that kind of relates to like groups of people in a certain number together. A lot of stores around here, at least, sometimes you have to wait to get in. Like you have to wait in a line.
Right.
Are they really paying attention to the number of people going into the casinos? Like, are they really at 50% capacity? As well as
that's another thing.
You can't get in groups of 6 or more or whatever.
Yeah, and what really counts as 50% capacity there? Because when I was I went there for July 4th, downtown, I think they were kind of counting. They were shuffling us through these COVID detectors, the metal detectors. It was probably both. They were shuffling us through those, right? whatever the hell it was. Whatever the hell it was. But on the Strip, they didn't care. I was walking through. I went to New York. I went to Excalibur. I went to Luxor. I was staying at MGM Grand. I went to Mandalay Bay, and they didn't give a damn. I'll tell you what. Yeah. Like, I just went through, and I mean, obviously, I was a guest of the corporation. I was a guest at MGM Grand, so that wasn't as huge a deal. Like, they checked us at the pool and all that. But aside from getting my, they shot me in the forehead there with the old thermometer. And that was about it when I was on the Strip. Anywhere else I went, they didn't seem to particularly care if I had, if I'd been anywhere. I didn't get temperature checks if I wasn't a guest of the hotel. If I was just kind of wandering in, it was a whole thing. So how hard is anyone really trying with this really? Downtown, it was different. I went.
Yeah, I saw a lot of, and this was a lot of us on Twitter. A lot of people were saying downtown was being a lot more strict with the mandates and what they're supposed to be doing,
right?
Than the strip was. So.
Which makes sense. I mean, they're smaller, so if something goes down over there, it's a little more intense and they're a little more packed in. But I even figured what's the point of checking me at check-in if you don't check Joe Schmo that just walked in off the street and he's got a fever of 105 and doesn't tell anybody while he's at the craps table with me, who's been following guidelines, been wearing my mask, and I'm a guest of the hotel and I came back afebrile. Like, what's the difference?
And that's another thing. You can wear your mask all day, every day. You're protecting other people, but if you're surrounded by people that aren't wearing their masks, your mask does nothing.
Right.
So it's you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It seems like on the Strip.
Yeah, it's a challenge. It's a real challenge for sure.
We'll see how that goes. That'll be
fingers crossed.
I'm a goddamn alien. I don't get sick.
Just like I'm immune to everything. All right, well, let me ask you guys this. So what do you guys think of this? I got my own feelings on it. So do you guys think Sahara deserved the fines they got for those incidents? So the incidents on the gambling floor and the incidents with the luncheon. What do you guys think about that?
And I think it should have been more also.
like, I don't remember where I heard it, whether it was with you or like one of our other podcasts we listened to, but there were gaming control board people just kind of going in places and being hard asses to be hard asses about things.
Right.
So whether, it was just like a one-off situation that was just completely random and they happened to be there for it, that is like more forgivable than if it is something that's going on all the time.
Right.
Like if there's commonly groups of like 5 people together, no masks, whatever.
Right.
That's a bigger problem than like if it happened like one time.
And if the gaming board's not keeping somebody there to monitor that type of stuff,
right,
we would never know if it's a one-time off thing or if it's a regular occurrence.
That's true. That's true.
But I think if they were to make these fines high enough to the hotel goes, holy shit, maybe we should actually start paying attention to this stuff. And that would solve at least part of the problem that would solve. Make them think twice about letting BS happen.
Right. For sure. Now, Roger, you're an insider on the hotel industry there. Now, you said that you had the same thing. Like, are you guys doing anything without giving away any industry secrets, obviously, without jeopardizing your job?
I'll give away everything. Why not?
And that's why we love you, bro. That's why we love you. Cheers to that. Is there anything special that you guys have been doing regarding social distancing protocols and then reduced capacity or anything like that you might recommend that the Vegas casinos start doing that would make people feel safer?
We're doing kind of almost the same thing of what most of the bigger, actually probably more of what downtown Vegas is doing. We're only at 50% capacity. We're doing, the masks, and we got the acrylic glass everywhere. And the only thing that we're doing more frequently than a lot of places aren't doing is the cleaning.
Right.
We're doing it every 15 to 30 minutes, where most places are doing it every 30 minutes to an hour.
Right.
That's the biggest difference. But we've noticed that in doing it every 15 to 30 instead of 30 to 60, our potential for case counts have been the lowest in the city where I work at too. So,
that's pretty good. That's actually really good, and thank you for your hard work on that, man. I'm not sure if anyone else expresses that, but especially with me being in the medical industry, I see some of the struggles that the nurses have and that the doctors have, and sometimes they call to me. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, frankly, and it's been a struggle. So you putting in all that work over there, bro. Like, seriously, we greatly appreciate that, us in medical. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. I don't mind doing a little work now and again.
You're good, man.
Sometimes. Honestly, most people are very understanding of the situation. It's the people from the states that are already starting to get rid of their guidelines for what's happening with this pandemic that are being just complete a-holes about it.
I see.
Was it not New Jersey? It was New Hampshire. Their governor, I think it was their governor that announced we're lifting all restrictions and trying to go back to normal.
Oh, with all 6 people that live there? Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud?
Well, we had 3 of those 6 people stay with us.
Right.
And all 3 of them were complete a-holes about the whole situation, thinking, saying that I can't believe Ohio's still doing this BS and that. And I said, if you don't like it, there's 3 other hotels across the street.
Right. Oh, we we didn't have any cases all of last week. Well, Karen, there are like 17 people that live in your entire like 6x5 state. Calm down.
Yeah. It's people are ridiculous. Even some of the flight crews that travel from state to state, who you would think would understand the situation, even they start to give a hard time sometimes too.
Right. No, for sure, I can understand. Man, I can kind of feel that too, because we're all getting exhausted over it. Even Wonder Woman, and she's introverted. She's kind of an introvert. She's pretty chill about that sort of thing. She doesn't even get down with big gatherings like that. And even she's starting to kind of feel the drag down. And y'all know me, I can't shut up, and I'm a real big people person. So this is killing me on the inside. Like, to be straight up with you guys here, I try to hold it down the best I can, but really this is killing me on the inside. I like people, and I miss my friends. I miss my family. It's hard to do this social distancing thing. It sucks. So
Yeah, believe it or not, I hate people, and I could be alone 24/7. It would be fine with me. I don't care.
Well, I'm an introverted extrovert, so it's
Right.
like I'm happy with my, time at home, but I also want to go and do all the things.
Don't let him fool you. This thing drove him crazy to the point where he would say, "I'm going to the grocery store," and I would say, "What?" He was like, "I need something just random."
Right.
Beans, mushrooms,
that's all I
whatever.
do.
Yeah, me? No,
That is it.
I could stay home 7 days a week and not see a soul for 15 years. It would be fine.
All right. Now we're gonna work it out, though. We're gonna work it out.
Yeah,
So, all right. So we're coming up on the top of the hour over here. Any final thoughts on this whole issue with Sahara? I have my thoughts too, but I want to go ahead and let you guys express yours first.
I already voiced mine. I'll let you voice yours.
I don't have a problem with them getting fined for it, but that's all I have to say about it.
All right.
I don't have a problem because to me, it's even though things are down for them and everyone else, it's still basically probably nothing to them. So is it really going to impact them? Probably not that much.
Right. Yeah, I don't think it's going to hurt them too much. Honestly, I think the gaming issues, like when there were 4 people but only 3 playing, and then like the 3 guys at the blackjack table but only 2 of them were playing. Honestly, I think that fine is BS, frankly, because that's kind of human behavior. People kind of roll up, they'll do their kind of thing and all that too. That's a lot harder to control. You can tell everyone, pardon my French on this one, but you can tell everyone, hey, Mr. and Mrs. whoever, I apologize, you have to fuck off over here, while your husband or wife or whoever is playing. I apologize. And some people could be in that same party and all that. They might not fully understand the regulations. I think that's BS that they got hit for that. It was kind of really small stuff, and they immediately corrected the situation. So that one, I'm kind of on the side of the giant evil casino corporation. Now, the lunch thing, though, they screwed up. They straight screwed up on that one. They deserve a big fine for that. That was on them. And, if they're crying about that, hey, that's on them. No, you knew who was coming. You knew what kind of event it was. You booked them. You accepted their money, and you saw the guest list. They told you how many people, unless they blatantly lied about it. No, that was on you, Sahara Las Vegas. So shame on you for that one, and I really hope that they get you for that. So, oh my God, my mom caught me for language over here. Oh my God, she called me. Mom, it's my channel. It's my channel. It's an adults only channel.
From a hotelier's perspective, from someone who's been in this industry since 2003, it is not uncommon for hotels to fudge numbers to get away with things. I will tell you that right now. So it's no surprise that many people showed up and they maybe only said 50 or 100 were going to be there.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure they probably did. I'm sure there was probably something going on over there, but. Still, though, it's odd eyes absolute bullshit that they got hit on the just on the gaming floor. But no, I think they had it coming with the lunch. I think they just frankly had it coming. 135 people. It's kind of a weird number. I'm sure they were probably booked for 150 people. 135. That seems like just from what I know about statistics, that was probably 150 people booked, and they didn't figure out that it was supposed to be half the capacity. Like that was supposed to be 75 people. That's damn well near like twice as many people as they were supposed to have. No, that's on them. That's on whoever did the booking and whoever signed off on the booking. Shame on them.
Yeah, that's the worst account I've ever heard of.
All right. Well, good deal, guys. Well, my Spinners and Sharks, that's all the time we have for today's video. Again, wanted to go ahead and thank Roger and Josh for popping on in over here and rolling with this. I didn't actually send them the link to the Sahara part over here, so they were just kind of doing that off the cuff straight up over here. So thank you both for doing that. I appreciate you guys.
Awesome.
And we're going to spend time tonight.
We're gangster. We can't help it.
Straight up, bro. Straight up. And you know what? Let's do one more shot for the road over here. I think that'd be fine.
You do one more shot.
I'll do one more shot for the
screwball.
We got the screwball over here. Kino confirmed. Also, I think Candy's trying to kidnap Josh. If you're gonna be taking Kino, off of her hands there.
We're
So,
gonna go shopping.
That's going to be a little bit of a swap right there.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
See you in October.
Rocktober action it is.
Ooh, yes.
It smells like butthole.
It smells like peanut butter.
And on that bombshell.
Peanut butter butthole.
How would you know? No,
You know
no,
what?
never mind. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
It reminds me of college.
Oh my god.
And on that bombshell, I'm gonna say that Ace of it. Actually, you know what? You guys got to do your sign off first, and then I'll do my sign off. Because you guys are the guest stars.
Ours is 2 words.
Well, no, we'll say the thing. So, well, I'm Josh,
I'm Roger.
and we will see you next time. Stay fab.
All right, and until next time, my spinners and sharks. This is Ace of Vegas signing out. I'm wishing you all strong hands and, of course, happy spinning, you guys. And